In a perfect society, cats clock into work. Forget naps. This is the daily grind. Spiraken Manga Review, episode 60. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Review. I'm your host Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're excited for another fun-filled episode of this awesome podcast that you can find at www.spiraken.com. We're also at youtube.com/Spiraken, Spotify, iTunes, blueskies.com/@Spiraken, and various other social media sites. Just type in Spiraken. I guarantee you find me one way or the other. And to top it off, if you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, share, subscribe, and as always, click on that bell for notification for when we release new episodes. And with that in mind, let's actually get to it, because in this episode, if you remember from last time, I spun that one that only the Wheel of Manga, and it dictated that reviewing a manga that I actually got the title wrong for, which is kind of shocking, but I digress. So the manga that I'm actually reviewing today is one which is kind of predictable, kind of unique, but also it hits you in the right spot, especially if you're someone who has a job. And what are we talking about? We are talking about Cats with Jobs by Pandania. This is the newest installment of the Cats in a Real World that Pandania has worked on. She's done yokai cats, monster cats, vampire cats, and this is the newest one. And it is literally just a bunch of 4 comas about cats doing different jobs. We're talking about things like a cat as a chef, a cat as a lawyer, a cat as an announcer, a cat as a jazz club or a rock musician, a cat who works at a bathhouse, a cat who's an actor, a cat who works at a mahjong parlor, and so on and so forth. It is this pretty much the same joke, but they do something different. They're doing the jobs, but they act like cats in some weird way. For example, in the cinema, it shows the epicness that is a cat actor. But in the audience, all the cats, their eyes shine, because if you look at a cat at night, their eyes are gleaming. Or if you look at a teacher cat, well, you know, your homeroom teacher was a cat, he's going to die. But guess what? This cat doesn't die. He becomes a Nekomata who will live forever because he loves his students so much. This is an endearing and fun and clean series that is just a take your mind off of things, read it, and then you're done. You can put this down, pick up another volume later, because there's so many different jobs that they focus on. Everything from fishmongering, podcasting, even one which is This is a Supervisor. It's actually one of my favorites. But it is an adorably cute and odd series. But in the same token, this is an adorably cute and odd series with everything from references to magical girls, ghosts, opera singers, translators, bartenders, phantom thieves, maids. I'm pretty much just reading these off. Police detectives, and so on and so forth. The series just kind of goes in a circle over and over again. The art style is that really well done art style is left to right, so you can just pick this up and read it. And yeah, that's about it. There's not much else to say with it. This manga is a manga which is I'm not feeling well or I'm stressed out, so let me read this manga to feel better. That's it. It's if you had a rough day, read it, or if you just want to chuckle. It's fun, it's not offensive, but there's no main characters, there's no main plot. It's just what it is. And Pandania, I think, knocks it out of the park, but realistically, as a reviewer, I've got to think about all the levels. And as you know, if you've been watching this podcast, I'm a huge cat fan, hence why I'm wearing the Sprigaretto on catnip shirt today. And of course, Miss Maddie is over there. But let's see what my review is for this, because this is really easy to get a hold of. You can buy this at any bookstore or online. I bought the online edition. I checked out the book edition, but it's literally the same as Yokai Cats. Same quality, which is great, but realistically, it's the same thing. So for that reason, I got to give this a give for your crazy Aunt Muriel. It's okay, but in the long run, it's forgettable. It's got a high concept, feel good charm. You're going to feel good after reading this. It's going to be kind of boring if you don't like, as a former co-host said, cutesy tune stuff. But it's pretty wholesome. It's consistently wholesome. Every single one is going to be wholesome and get a chuckle out of you. And it's clean, expressive color artwork that looks good. It's not a lot of artwork, but each artwork shows up and it looks exceptional. Now, on the other hand, it is very predictable and episodic. You know it's going to be, each page is a different job. You know each job's going to have something where they twist it for a cat version. And then there's no It's no character development. Like there's a couple which has multiple pages, so we see more of that occupation. However, it is the same thing over and over again. There is no conflict or tension in this whatsoever. So yeah, so it's kind of balanced right in the middle. Now the tropes this has is it's a slice of life. It's got anthropomorphic animals, and it's just a relaxing story. Now, if you've read this and you agree with me or disagree, feel free to email me at Zan, that's xan@spiraken.com, or tweet me at Spiraken and let me know your thoughts on if you liked it or not. And with that in mind, let's get to the manga releases for the week, because we've got actually quite a bit today. Let's get to it, shall we? So starting off from the top, we've got Seven Fates Chiako. This is made for BTS fans. We've got Ajin Demi-Human, Complete Omnibus 5. Before the Tutorial Starts, Volume 3. Blood Night Market, Volume 3. The Blue Wolves of Mibu, Volume 7. The BS Situation of Togetsu Umidora, Volume 3. Chitose is in the Ramune Bottle, Volume 7. And the anime for this finally came out. It was actually really good. Never read the manga before. I'm definitely going to check this one out. The Climber, Volume 3. We're getting close to the end when we find out what happens to the main character. Demon Lord 2099, Endgame City, Washington, Volume 4. The Do-Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor, Volume 6. Fairy Cat, Volume 2. The Feisty Omega and His Twin Mates, Volume 2. Frank Miller's Ronin Rising, technically not a manga, but it's based on Lone Wolf and Cub. Gachakuta, Volume 8. Girl Crush, Volume 3. There are actually two different versions of this. Glasses with a Chance of Delinquent, Volume 4. Idol Story, Volume 3. Innocence Rogue, Volume 1. This is the omnibus. Insomniacs After School, Volume 11. Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon on the Side, Sword, Oratory, Volume 14. I'm in Love with the Villainess, Manga number 9. Kimono Jihei, Volume 18. The Kept Man of the Princess Knight, Volume 5. Lady Devil, Volume 3. Loverboy, Volume 3. Machi Maho, I messed up and made the wrong person into a magical girl, Volume 13. I sincerely thought that this series got canceled. I'm still shocked it's still coming out. I really am. Mission Yozakura Family, Volume 19. Monster Musume, Everyday Life with Monster Girls, Omnibus number 1. This is a hardcover. The Moon and Rainy Night, Volume 7. My Hero Academia, the final volume, number 42. There are two different covers for this. The first one I'm showing is the Barnes & Noble exclusive, and the other one we've got is the official cover, which is a parody of the first volume. Can you believe it? 42 volumes since we joined Deku on his excursion to become the greatest hero. And does he do it? Does he save the day? Well, we're going to have to wait and find out. My New Life as a Cat, 11. Nichijou, My Ordinary Life, 12. Now That We Draw, Volume 3. Peerless, Volume 5. Record of Ragnarok, Volume 16. Red River, Omnibus, 13, 14, 15. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 33. This is the light novel. Ripples in the River, Volume 1. The Saga of Tanya the Evil, light novel number 14. Sasuke and Peeps, volume number 9. Shangri-La Frontier, volume 19. Shindo-kun's Tight Squeeze, volume 2. Smell, this is a Nagave manga. To Your Eternity, volume 23. Tokyo Fears Rhapsody, volume 2. Twin Star Exorcist, Omayagi, volume 35. Vagabond, Omnibus 4, the hardcover special edition, and this looks beautiful. We're getting close to the end of what he originally wrote. The Villainous and the Demon Knight, light novel 4. Virgin Knight, I Became the Frontier Lord in a World Ruled by Women, the manga version. Last week we had the light novel, now we get the manga. The World After the Fall, volume 11. Yamaguchi-kun Isn't So Bad, volume 11. And last and certainly not least, You Can't Buff the Sharp-Eyed Sister, Volume 1. This is a gambling manga about a sister who gambles. So those are the manga releases for the week. We've got some really good ones. We've got some really rough ones. But overall, we've got some exceptional titles and some that are really weird. For me personally, my tops for this week are going to be 7 Paychecks Volume 1, because so many people are obsessed with this manga and it looks really cool. You got Frank Miller's Ronin Rising. This is such a different take on Lone Wolf and Cub that you've got to check it out. Then we've got My Hero Academia Volume 42. This is the final volume, and let's be honest, it has been a crazy wild ride. It is a really good series. I do feel bad that we're going to have to wait a while to get the manga ending in the anime, but we're going to see what happens. Then Virgin Knight, the manga, the light novel I ended up picking up last week, and it's actually really good. I hope to review it eventually on this podcast. And last but not least, we've got You Can't Bluff the Sharp-Eyed Sister, Volume 1. It's a gambling manga, and gambling manga is always fun. So those are the releases for this week. Let me know your thoughts. Email me, like I said, at Zan, X-A-N, at Spiraken, Spiraken.com. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, definitely leave something down below. Every comment I get, every email I get, every new subscriber helps me keep doing this because it gives you more motivation, and I love doing this. So thank you so much for checking out this show. I want to keep doing this so an old man has to read manga with thick glasses and large print manga. And more importantly, you make it fun in this crazy world that we're in right now where there's so much depressing stuff that we get to actually talk about manga and not all the crazy political crap going on. And yeah, I try to be as non-biased as possible. Some of my former co-hosts have gone kind of crazy, and they really have gone to some weird extreme levels on both sides. So yeah, this is a politics-free podcast, so that's what we're going to do here. But anyway, I digress. Enough of that. So let's actually get to it, because if you remember from the last episode, well, it's that part that we've all been waiting for, the most popular part of this podcast. And what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about that one, that only. The Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga, except us substitute. Now, what is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel. Whatever number it lands on, that's what we're going to review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, episode 602. Can you believe it? 602 already. Crazy. It's been a wild ride. But let's spin, so we're going to review the next episode, shall we? Now, we've got some good titles on here. Oh, what am I doing? That one should not be up. Sorry. Number 2, which is Mr. Mega Man. It is the story of Mega Man after he became a real boy, supposedly. What is it about? We're going to have to wait and find out. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. And as usual, I'm your host, Zan. I'm Gonzville. I'll catch you guys next time, and keep reading manga. See you later.